Alright everybody, I'm back at it again out here in Lovic and doing some rock hounding, and here's the first find of the day. Nice moss, check it out. It's got the agate running through there. It's got pretty colors, it's got orange and yellow. It's a pretty cool piece. You can see it's got a lot of agate in there, a lot of silica in there. It's a cool piece, not a bad way to start off the day. Obviously this was a chip off of a bigger rock from a long time ago. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Here's another piece, check it out. Here's a nice moss. You can see it's got a little bot cave there. It's got some drusies on those bots down in there. I sprayed it, so once you spray it, you can't see the druzy anymore. But anyway, it was a really nice day out today. Just getting to the point where it's almost getting too hot. Anyway, that's a pretty cool moss right there. Not a bad find. I'm on the moss today, y'all. Here's another one. Check it out. Then this one's got orange, red, a little bit of that golden brown at the bottom. Trying to get a little green at the tippy top. I didn't really get the green right there. Usually that's where you'd find a green. Not quite on this one, but those are cool when you find the ones that are green, orange, red, and like a golden brown. But anyway, that's a cool piece. It's nice and solid. Check this one out. So here's like a yellowy and golden brown one. This one's pretty cool. It's got a great pattern. Check out this side. It's a cool pattern. I like this one. This is a nice chunk too. So it just shows you everything's not red and orange out there. You do find greens, you do find yellows and browns, and red's the most common color, obviously, mainly because of the iron that's in the rocks. But anyway, that's a cool piece there, really cool. So right close to him, we found his cousin, brother, relative. So obviously, I believe these came off the same rocks. They didn't fit together. I tried to fit them together. But I didn't see any other shards or anything else. Like if somebody broke this off a long time ago, I didn't see any other pieces. But this is another piece of that same golden brown. Obviously, this came off of a big rock from a long time ago. Again, like I've talked about, this spot's been hunted for a long time, since at least the 50s, and the railroad went in like the 1910ish. So people have been rock hounding this spot for a long time. Here's a cool moss. Check this one out. It's a nice red. Look at the pattern on the bottom. So definitely when you see that, you got moss for sure. But you can see it from the side here. That's what it looks like in the inside. When it cleans up, it's going to be even prettier. That's a nice another piece of moss there. There you go. Here's another piece of moss. Told y'all I was on the moss. Sometimes when you're in it, and you just can find a bunch of moss pieces. Other times you'll walk around for hours and maybe find one here, one there. This spot right here had a lot of moss in it, so I spent my time looking all over this particular spot for a pretty good amount of time. And I found some pieces, but not, I wouldn't say tons, but I found some nice pieces. I was pretty pleased. I was really happy just to be out in the wild, enjoying nature and having a good time. Here's a piece of that famous Lavic brachiated jasper. It's pretty cool. You can see it's orange and red and almost kind of not quite yellow, but again, this side's not as impressive as the other side. But yeah, this stuff's fun. When you tumble it or when you polish it on your wheels, it turns everything orange. It makes orange sled. Labrador Dave calls it Lovic loving because it literally turns everything orange. It's super messy, but it's so much fun to polish. And here's another piece of moss here. Just found this big chunk. Check it out. It's hard to see this one. This one needs to be cleaned up for sure, but you can definitely tell. There you go. A little bit better on that side. That it's got moss in there. So here's a weirdo. I love these. So you can see it's just got all kind of bot lines, and it's just a Heinz 57, but it's a nice, cool little weirdo nodule. Look at all the bots in there. You can see the different colors. We're going to squirt it off in a second. Yeah, we'll squirt it off. Do, 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 do. Any day now. All right, here we go. Check it out. Now you can see some of the pattern in there. And again, you see all those little squiggly lines? And that's what makes the moss patterns. And those are usually straws, but the inside of the straws are filled with jasper. So that's when you cut it, that's what gives you your lines. Of course, if you have bots filled with little dots of jasper, you probably shows that's what gives you orbs, right? In like ocean jasper, things like that, they're all formed from orbs. So it's pretty cool. Here's a nice piece of red, and it does have some moss in it. It does have, see, there's moss on this side. It's got some jasper on this side. Y'all know I talk about how it changes real quick. It doesn't take long for it to go from moss to just jasper, and the moss to just disappear. Again, I assume the conditions to make moss are, they have to be exactly perfect for it to squeeze out those lines. Make the moss. Here's another piece here. This one's it looks like moss, but I have to clean it up more. But it has all the signs of moss, most like, but it's got cool colors. It's a cool piece. It's solid. We'll probably throw that one in the tumbler, see what it looks like when it comes out. Here's another piece. Yep, there you go. Another piece of moss. This one's very chunky. It's very irregular shape. You can see that pattern on the top, that white pattern. When you see that white pattern, you almost always have moss out here at Lavic. So cool chunk. My hand's getting dirty from all the dirt. Here's another piece of ocean jasper. No, moss agate again. Anyway, it's cool. This was a little more interesting one. It's not quite defined on all the sides, but it's still cool. I like it. There's more of that white I told you about. Whenever you see that out there, you almost always have moss under there. So here's a Heinz 57. It looks like it's brachiated, but it's got a lot of silica in it. I don't know. This one's just kind of intriguing because it's a little different than most of the rocks you find out there as far as how the patterns are laid out. And, so this is one I'm going to cut open because I'm curious to see what it looks like in the inside. It's just a weirdo. It's one of those curiosities, you just get curious. And I'm like, okay, I want to cut this one open and see what it looks like in the inside. But anyway, it was a pretty fun day. I had a great time. So that's going to be the last one for today. So thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Keep on rocking, everybody.